finally, we've got Lucy, who's PhD candidate again at the university, Liverpool University, giving a good showing today. This is amazing. Talking about body modification.
Hello. Is that all right? Okay. Brilliant. Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about modifications of the body and the medical advances that may lead us in the where medical advances may lead us in the future. So to do this, I'm going to talk a bit about science fiction, author Paola Bacigalupi, and present some haunting possibilities of where medicine may lead us. So when we think about technologization of the body or body modifications within medicine, we often think of pacemakers or titanium plates that we put into our body when our bones get broken, or prosthetic limbs. Mike Featherstone, in his study of body modifications, suggests that the need or want for these modifications is the sense of taking control of your body or fighting its natural functions. So medically speaking, another good example would be the Mirena coil or the IUS that you put into your body, and it controls the hormones and prevents pregnancy. In another study, Robert Wilson suggests that internal or external extensions of the body and body modifications can correct defects, such as wearing glasses. They help the user to see clearly while still reminding the user of their original defect, namely flawed eyesight. But these are just examples of technologization and modification today. So within medication today, that is what we would think of. But where will medicine lead us? What will we consider as the defect in the coming years? What will we try to take control of? So Paola Bacigalupi published a collection of short stories in 2008. And some of these short stories explore these possibilities. One story, Pop Squad, is based in a very near future. The humans seem much the same. They have jobs, hobbies, opinions, partners, friends, but there are two key differences. The first being that medical advances have exceeded what anyone ever believed was possible. A medication has been created called Riju, and once you choose to begin taking this medication, it keeps you young and prevents you from dying. When reading this story, it becomes apparent that Riju was potentially created in the very near future, maybe even 2049, and that everyone has been living without sickness and death for about 100 years. However, the second key difference is that nobody has any children anymore, because Riju not only gives you ultimate control of your body and its natural functions, i.e. preventing death, it also has an additive that makes you infertile. This prevents the world from becoming overpopulated. So, whilst this story is set in about 100 years' time, the medical advances leading up to this period are quite revealing. In the contemporary day, longevity appears to be a preoccupation within medicine. There are anxieties concerning keeping people alive, keeping people healthy, and curing every illness that's going. But alongside these anxieties is the growing fear of overpopulation. People are living longer, and more people are being born every day. The birth-to-death ratio in June 2019 is 2.4. There are over double the amount of documented births a day than there are documented deaths, which is where our contemporary anxieties lie. Okay, so going back to Bacigalupi's short story, the introduction of Riju, the medicine, a modification, it's a really good way of taking control of your life and your fertility. However, this does appear to be an almost fanciful and amusing answer to contemporary fears. So in Pop Squad, Bacigalupi changes people's views. Rather than people being concerned by mortality or overpopulation, being afraid of death, they see mortality or having children as something disgusting, a defect that just needs to be corrected, or a natural function that needs controlling. If nobody dies, there's no need to procreate. Riju does solve this problem by making users infertile as well as making them immortal. However, if you choose to stop taking Riju, you are able to procreate again. But children become the most wanted. You will be inevitably caught and live out your days in a mortal work camp. In this, Bacigalupi appears to explore the extreme answers to contemporary anxieties and circling the question, if there really was a fountain of youth, what price would we be willing to pay to drink it? Bacigalupi confronts the idea of medically controlling the body by presenting this haunting possibility of what the world could look like. Although this kind of body modification is not possible today, Bacigalupi's short story explores this possibility, and it explores where these medical preoccupations and fears might lead us. Contemporary science fiction authors, such as Bacigalupi, provide us with confrontations of these fears and enable us to ask and potentially answer the question, what will humans do next? and what will life be like in 2049? Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Lucy.